Top 10 tourist attractions in Santorini, Greece. Fira. The capital of Santorini, Fira boasts one of the most spectacular locations of all the island's towns and villages. Perched along the edge of the sky-high caldera, the city's white sugar cube-shaped buildings offer incredible views of the shoreline and the Aegean Sea, especially at sunset when the entire town is bathed in golden light. The central streets of Fira are filled with all kinds of shops, jewelries, restaurants, cafes, bars and nightclubs, and get very crowded in the high season. Visitors who arrive by sea can reach Fira by climbing the zigzagging staircase up the face of cliff. Less adventurous travelers can whiz to the top in a cable car. Oya. Famed for its stunning sunsets, Oya is a little bit less hectic than Fira. The village is also situated on top of an impressive cliff and features charming houses in narrow streets, blue-domed churches, and sun-bathed verandas. One of the most beautiful villages on the island, Oya was once home to a prosperous merchant fleet that traded with countries on Mediterranean Sea during the 1800s and early 1900s. Although part of the city was destroyed by earthquake in 1956, remnants of its seafaring past endure. Elegant sea captains' houses occupy the best part of town and offer the most impressive views of the caldera. Ancient Thera. Situated on high cliffs jutting out into the sea between the beaches of Kamari and Parissa, ancient Thera features ruins that were excavated in the early 1900s. The ancient tombs, monuments and remnants of homes, churches and fortifications represent a broad range of post-Minoan periods. Standout features include Roman baths, 4th century Hellenistic structures and a shrine to Apollo marked with 8th century graffiti. Visitors can climb to the site from the beaches below or can reach the ruins by tour bus, taxi or private car. Museum of Prehistoric Thera. Located in the capital city of Fira, the Museum of Prehistoric Thera is one of Santorini's most important cultural attractions. Opened in 2000, the museum features treasures unearthed at the Akrotiri dig, including an extensive collection of colorful frescoes. Kamari Beach. The largest beach on Santorini and the most popular, Kamari is located along the seashore of the village of the same name. The town and beach get their name from the small arch or kamara, wedged into the cliffs at the southern end of the beach, the remains of a shrine dedicated to Poseidon. Notable for its black sand and pebbled shoreline, Kamari is the most developed beach on the island, and the beach is lined with hotels, bars and nightclubs. Next to sunbathing and people watching, snorkeling and scuba diving are popular activities. Akrotiri excavations. Known as the Minoan Pompeii, the flourishing town of Akrotiri was at once destroyed and preserved around 1500 BC by a volcanic eruption. The town wasn't discovered until the 1860s when workers collecting dirt for the construction of the Suez Canal stumbled upon the site. An outpost of Crete, Akrotiri was settled by Minoans as early as 3000 BC and reached its peak after 2000 BC, when it developed trade and agriculture and settled the present town. Some of the structures are 3 stories high with stone staircases and stores of large ceramic jars and pottery. Recently reopened to the public, Akrotiri offers visitors a unique glimpse of what life in Santorini was like during the Bronze Age. Parissa Beach. Parissa Beach is almost a mirror image of Kamari Beach, which is located on the northern side of the rocky headland separating the 2 stretches of black sand. Parissa is slightly less developed than Kamari and a bit less crowded. The sand is of a finer grain too, which makes it preferable for long strolls on the beach. Water taxis are available that make it easy for travelers to visit both beaches. A dive center located in Parissa village offers snorkeling and scuba diving trips. Nea Kameni. The Santorini volcano's grand eruption occurred nearly 3,700 years ago, blowing the top off the original island. Seawater rushed into the caldera, forming a massive lagoon that's so deep that all but the largest cruise ships can anchor in the harbor. There are 2 small volcanic islands at the center of the caldera, Nea Kameni and Palea Kameni, New and Old Kameni. Nea Kameni is a barren island, visited daily by dozens of tourist boats throughout the summer. Visitors climb a gravel path to reach the top of the 130-meter (430-foot) high volcanic crater, where it is possible to complete a full circuit of the rim. Thracia. The island of Thracia makes an ideal destination for visitors who want to enjoy the sunny ambience of Santorini, minus the crowds. The largest of the 5 small villages, also called Thracia, has only around 150 inhabitants. It's reachable on the caldera side by a long flight of steps up the cliff. The smaller isle boasts the same picturesque architecture as Santorini, and the population shares the same traditions and customs. Pyrgos. Once the capital of Santorini, the inland city of Pyrgos sits atop a hill that offers stunning views of the island from every direction. The remains of a Venetian castle perches on the hill's summit. Within the castle walls is a church believed to have been constructed in the 10th century. Relatively unspoiled by tourism, Pyrgos features some of the finest examples of medieval architecture on the island.